Hello everybody. Special shout out to Danella Barnes Penman for sending me this beautiful piece of oak. What I have in mind for this is just a shallow decorative bowl. Natural edge, of course. I studied this piece of wood for a long time, trying to decide whether to apply some resin or somehow segment it, but ultimately I decided to go with a natural edged, shallow decorative bowl type design. And that was my intent. Wow. I knew right away when I started applying the bowl gouge to this piece that it was super hard wood. This was going to be a challenge. And you're looking at the bottom of the piece here, and obviously it's got a lot of little cracks and fissures in it, but I studied it pretty close and it didn't appear that there was going to be any serious danger of this thing flying apart. So I just kept on going with the plan. I was going to get it as thin as I could. Hard as nails right there. I made a mental note at this point regarding these shavings coming off. I'm using this parting tool as a negative rake scraper of sorts. And it was bringing off some really beautiful shavings as compared to that bowl gouge. Well, at this point, everything was going to plan. I had the bottom shaped exactly like I wanted it. I was happy with the tool work on the bottom, so I started sanding at 120 and then 220 with the orbital sander, and then went to hand sanding up to 1000 grit. Because of the irregular shape, I decided not to apply any finish until I was completely done with the project. And before I flip this over, let's take a look at some of the talent that's out there in this audience. Ediz Ruiz made these. These are some beautiful bowls and platters. Super nice work. Really nice walking stick there too. Lathe Lady Katie made these. Katie is also a relatively new turner. Well, I gotta say, you're doing some outstanding work. Really nice. Check this one out. I love that apple pen holder. So nice. And I just want to take this moment to thank all of my subscribers. Whether you've been here for years or you're brand new, I really appreciate you supporting my channel and helping me grow. That was actually the second chunk that fell off. You can see the first piece sitting up there on top of the lathe. I took a close look at it, and there was no evidence of any more breakage going on, and it still looked nice, so I decided to keep going. This wood was so hard. This is about where I started thinking about the negative rake scraper option again.
Let me try something else.
So for those of you that don't know, a negative rake scraper is just a scraper that's beveled on both sides. The important thing about it is that the top side has a burr on it, just like a cabinet scraper.
Oh, interesting.
And that is what is giving me those really nice shavings. And I'll give you a close-up look at one here in a minute. It's just working so much better than the bowl gouge. So I was really confident that the rest of this bowl was going to go nice without incident. So I carried on. And all I'm doing here is just trying to get it nice and thin and even. Eliminating some tool marks before I start sanding.
Well,
Just refusing to call it quits on this thing. I'm so close to being done. And it's just disappearing chunk by chunk. It's really disheartening. But I kept going.
yikes. Yikes. Keeps giving up more parts and pieces. I think I'm gonna stop there.
Well, if you made it this far in the video, you gotta be just about as stubborn as I am. But I sure appreciate it. You'll see these again. They're too pretty to throw away. Thanks a lot for watching. Semper Fi.